Hi guys, this is Kayla.
And this is Becky, and we're with A Couple of Bees Read. And this one's a little different.
Yes, you have a book to review that's different from our normal, but super exciting.
Yes, and it's really special because I happen to know the lady that this book is about. It's called The Story Quilts of Yvonne Wells, and it is a massive book, but it is a beautiful book, and it's about a beautiful lady. And I met Miss Wells at my first administrative job. When I became an assistant principal, she was a substitute teacher there, and her grandson went to school there, and he was one of my kids. And so that's how I got to know her so well. And then that was before I started quilting. And then I got to know her, and then I got to know about her quilts. And she is a world-renowned quilter. She has had shows in Italy. She's had shows in France. And her quilts, it's called the story quilts because each one she has that she creates herself has a story behind it. And she has all kinds of quilts. And I can't show you the whole book, but she has an exhibit right now at the Paul Jones Museum in downtown Tuscaloosa. And so I got to see her for the first time in several years about a week ago, because they had this show, and she came in and she spoke, and I was real excited about that because I had been kind of wondering about her and wondering where she was. And I know they have a picture of her in here, and I wanted to show y'all. This is Miss Wells. She is a very stylish lady. She was
hold it up some to get it on camera.
She was just beautiful that night, and it was so great because I got to see her grandson too. Her whole family's there, so it's just a lovely, supportive family. But all of her quilts tell a story, and she talks about how she has the fabric, and it's kind of like a sculptor almost. Someone who sculpts says, they'll have a rock, a slab of whatever, and it speaks to them, and she looks at it, and she looks at the fabric, and it kind of speaks to her and tells her the story that's coming out. And that's how this quilt, she said, came about. And I will take some pictures and include them so you can see it better. But this is about the crucifixion. And here, the cross, she said, this rough kind of looking fabric. And as she looked at all of it, she just started laying it out on the floor. And she said, when I put the cross down, it was a little crooked. She says, I didn't do it on purpose. But then I got to thinking I couldn't change it after it was there. And she used buttons for the nails in their hands and feet, and then how the sun was shining bright when he was first crucified, and then how it totally disappeared once he died. And this is the figures kneeling are Mary Magdalene and Mary, his mother, and it shows the blood where he was pierced in the side. Here's the sword that did the piercing, and here's the sponge where the
wine and vinegar,
and here the two thieves. And it just it's a powerful story. It's a powerful quilt, and she does all of these, just so many different ones, and it's all about just whatever comes to mind. She says, it's like I just think about what I want to create, and it just comes out. And people sometimes they don't understand art of any kind, you know. And she said, you know, she's dealt with some of that and different things, but this whole book is her story, and it's about the stories of her quilt. And I'm gonna tell you, if you love folk art, if you love quilts, if you love that story about, I don't know, just an American story about, you know, success and about what drives people, you know, what speaks to their heart and their soul, and by them producing that can speak to others' hearts and others. And so I love her work. I love this one. I think is very interesting. It's Hank Williams Jr.
Oh, nice.
Yes, because she loves country music, and just different. There's just so many in here. I wished I could show them all to you, but I can't. So
get the book.
Get the book. Ernest in Hadley has the book, and it's the only place you can get it. It's our local indie store.
We will put a link in the show notes.
We will. And so please, if you're interested in just storytelling or quilting or anything, if you're interested in a good human interest story, if you're interested in just learning something about a wonderful human being, you know, this is it. So I love Miss Wells. I love her work. So the Story Quilts of Yvonne Wells. Pick it up.
Bye, guys.